Welcome to NSR Talks. And today we're going to be discussing why a 9-to-5 saves lives. Shout outs to Mr. Keep It Simple. Now, we live in a world where a lot of people, especially in the US, are begging. A lot of people are crying victim, but they don't want to work. Now, I know I have a video, and sometimes I say I have a video that says why I quit my job to be free. But there is a certain aspect of where I was coming from with that. I think you should only quit your job if you have a plan. And you know where your money's at, you have a budget, you have another way to make income, or you have multiple streams of income, and you have a sense of direction. But a 9-to-5 saved lives because, for one, it keeps a lot of people off the streets. For a lot of people, that paycheck is the difference between having a roof or being homeless. That's why you have to stay focused before you end up homeless. A 9-to-5 might not be glamorous, but it's a lifeline. You should appreciate your 9-to-5. And whatever crumbs they give you, stack it and build your own pie. Another reason why a 9-to-5 saves lives is because it provides routine. A lot of people are going through life with no direction. So having a 9-to-5 is somewhere where they have to be every day. And it can keep a sense of routine in their chaotic life while also earning a bag. Another thing, it builds routine. It builds discipline. A lot of people say that they have a problem with discipline, and when I tell people to do social media, you have to post every day and be consistent and have discipline. A lot of people say, well, I don't have discipline. But these people have jobs that they show up to every day. So you're disciplined with the job, you're disciplined with the 9-to-5, you have no problem showing up. So why can't you show up for your own dreams? Even if the job isn't your dream, showing up every day teaches responsibility, consistency, and delayed gratification. These are all life skills that they don't really teach us in school. So if you have a 9-to-5, you can naturally just learn discipline because you got to show up every day. If you don't show up, you're going to end up homeless, especially if that's your only income. You got to show up. You got to get the work done and get the bag. These are life skills that can keep young people from spiraling. Because in this society, they tell you, oh, you got to be a millionaire. You got to be driving in the drop top. You got to be driving in the thing and the best, living in the biggest house when you're 18, when you're 19, when you're 20. People are seeing all these kids making these millions of dollars, and they think that they're behind in life, and they think that their 9-to-5 ain't really nothing because they're not being paid $1 million a month. So they want to sell you that a 9-to-5 is lame. No, a 9-to-5 saves lives. Without a 9-to-5, and if you don't have a license or car, you can't just go do Uber. What you gonna do? Sell a pack on the streets? What you gonna do? That's what a lot of people do. They don't want to go get a 9-to-5 because they think it's cool to have a cousin with a pack and get the pack and slang the pack so they can get SEX from S workers. It takes a lot of strength and a lot of maturity to work a 9-to-5 and not try to fit into society. Another thing, it gives people a purpose. Some people have no direction, no passions. People are just in survival mode. A 9-to-5 gives people something to wake up for until they figure out life. But at some point, you got to figure it out. You got to stack your crumbs and build your pie and, and use the job as a stepping stone to your dreams. Plenty of artists, entrepreneurs, creatives, social media content creators work 9-to-5s while building their real goals on the side. The steady income from the 9-to-5 keeps your dreams alive long enough to take off. Because when you're doing social media and posting content or doing entrepreneurship, it's not going to take off right away. Like I said, social media is like the stock market. You never know what you're going to get. So until then, work that 9-to-5. Stay afloat. Don't go homeless. Stay focused. A 9-to-5 might not be freedom, but it can be a bridge to it. Because not everyone is ready to hustle full time on their own. Because it's a hunt. Only the strongest survive. So if you're not ready, keep your job. If you're not ready to really hustle and bring in money for yourself, keep your 9-to-5 and stay afloat. This is why a 9-to-5 saves lives, in my opinion. This has been NSR Talks. Thank you guys for coming through.